Hello and welcome to another Crystal Maze video. Now this is a very special one. Why is it special? I hear you saying, well I'll tell you, this is my 100th video upload to my YouTube channel. Yes, 100 videos. And I thought, what better way to celebrate than to talk about the fans. No, not, can you stop the fans please? Not those fans, but the fans of the show. Now I've always claimed in my videos that I am the biggest. I'll certainly say that again, the biggest Crystal Maze fan that there is, but there are others as well. There's the guys at the fan blog, that's Neil, Adam, Liam, Jonathan, and Jack from Jack's Throwback Attack. There's Joel Sadler, Daniel Young, and of course the YouTube channel Back in the Day that's covered the Crystal Maze quite a few times. There's other fans as well. If I've missed you out, let me know in the comments below and I'll put you in the description as well. I'll add you on. My apologies there. But as I said, there are loads of Crystal Maze fans. I started this off just to show other fans all the merchandise that was around. Obviously I was just a young lad when it started back in the 90s, and I could get the books, the jigsaws and everything like that at the time. And since then, years go by and people say, well, what's out there? What Crystal Maze stuff is there? And I set up this channel to show you. Now, so this is my 100th video, hooray! So, talking about fans, Challenge TV constantly rerun the show, usually series 1 to 4 with Richard O'Brien. But a while back, in the midst of time, they ran a competition to find the biggest, or the world's biggest #1 Crystal Maze fan. All you had to do was email them in and tell them why you were the biggest fan. People put that they dressed up like Richard O'Brien, or some made games and played them in the garden with a family. Others said that they watched the show religiously, never missed an episode. And others said that they just loved the show and they've recorded it and everything like that. So obviously I entered the competition as well. I sent in an email with some pictures, me dressed up as Richard O'Brien and Ed Tudorpole at the Cyberdrome. I also sent in pictures of my bedroom at the time, which each wall was done as a different zone, and the ceiling was done like the Crystal Dome with gold and silver tokens scattered all around. And I told them as well that I was very lucky enough to design games for the show back in the 90s. Now, it was a very, very young Toby Anstis that was running the competition, and he was going to announce the winner after one of the episodes that evening. Now, so this was quite a while ago, so it's a very, very young Toby Anstis. And surprise, surprise, I won the competition. I won various things, I think it was like a dusty bin mug, a CD from the TV show Endurance, don't know if you remember that, books and games and other puzzles. Nothing really Crystal Maze related because there wasn't anything out at that time for the Crystal Maze, but it was loads of Challenge TV goodies. So, very recently I managed to find a VHS cassette that I'd recorded it on because, yes, I knew that it was coming up, the announcement of the winner was coming up. So I thought, right, I'm going to tape it. And I very recently got the VHS tape transferred onto disc. And now we're going to see it. Just before we do, I would just have to say, for legal reasons, that I do not own any copyright. The copyright is Challenge TV. I don't get any money out of this as well. I don't want money. I don't get any money out of this. It's just for entertainment purposes only. But I hope you enjoy it. So here is me being announced as the world's #1 Crystal Maze fan.
Crystal Maze is coming up, and of course we're going to announce the winner after the show tonight as well. So if you entered, thank you very much indeed. We've had loads and loads of entries on email for that one, and there will be a winner as decided by the judges just a couple of hours ago, being announced after the show tonight. Now, Steve Kilney from Leamington Spa has emailed me, well, it's to go to our producer Charlie, that's been trying out dodgy chat-up lines, and this is his. The judges decided that the world's #1 Crystal Maze fan is Philip Newton, who sent us loads and loads of pictures, incredibly, scanned them in and emailed them. Talking of TV Scrabble, here's a selection of letters. All you've got to do is unscrabble them and make the name of a famous TV presenter from those letters there on your screen. When you think you know, you can email me, toby@challengetv.co.uk. Obviously, a lot of people think they are, but one particular entry from Philip Newton was deemed by the judges to be the best. But all of them were fantastic. So I'm going to carry on reading a few out as well, because there were so many. David Kokoza who's aged 11 and a half. What a fantastic name, Kokosa. Says, dear Toby, I think I'm the world's #1 Crystal Maze fan because I have loads of merchandise like the Crystal Maze board game, the cup. He's been photoed alongside posters and he's got special paper that he's made. And whenever he goes around his friend's house, he always insists that they all sit down and watch it. So David Kokosa, you are also a top fan of the show. Looking forward to it. Now, here's our TV Scrabble little competition tonight ahead of the grand final at 10 o'clock. But let's keep reading some out because we had so many. Hello, Laura, who says, Toby, I think I'm the biggest Crystal Maze fan. I'm 6 years old and I watch the Crystal Maze every night. My mum lets me stay up until 9 o'clock. Lucky you. I love it because it's so exciting and I get really nervous when they almost get locked in. Or when it happens, I always hide behind a cushion. There you go. It is quite tense, isn't it, often on there? Laura, thank you very much indeed for your entry and thank you everybody.